Welcome to my studio. Yes, that's blankets and stuff hanging. Oh, there's a beauty guitar. All right, here we are. Hello, my friends, and welcome to my studio. Well, you know what? So much is happening in technology, and so much has happened in technology that home recording is really quite a viable option. I learned how to play guitar when I was 16 years old, and now I'm 61. Music has been a joy, an absolute joy and a pleasure. So a friend sent me an email asking if I would put some music tracks on a song that he wrote. He and I used to play together about 30 years ago or so, and it had been a long time since we did anything, and he sent me over the music, and it's really great. I fell in love with it and said sure, but I didn't know what I was getting into. I quickly went downstairs and plugged into my computer to do things like I always used to, and I had a huge problem with latency. Which means the time it takes to leave your instrument and to go through the computer system. And so it's really quite annoying. You play a chord and then you wait a millisecond or fewer or whatever, and then you hear it. And so that's very distractive. And so I started to look for something that would fix it. So after research, I came across this device. It's a Steinberg. Well, I'm supposed to know the handle right off the bat if I was making a proper video, but it's a, let's read the label. It is a UR22C. Yeah. Anyway, no, it's a beautiful baby. It's an audio processor. And what this does is it connects to your computer via a USB cable. You have to have a powered USB cable and a nice fast one, 3.0 actually. And now that's what powers this unit, and we are up and running. Once you're up and running, you've actually got a live studio here. So I'm going to find a mic. Hang on a second. Where's the mic? Yeah, here we are. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so you can hear that, eh? So right now our setting is on the box. Now we can move that setting over to the other side, and then it is connected through what they call the DAW, and that is your digital audio workstation. There are many types of digital audio workstations. I've been playing around with a number of them. I'm most familiar with Cubase right now, although I'm going to switch over to Appleton for the sake of my project. And I'm going to also run Acid for the sake of another project that we're working on. I'm running Cubase for the sake of my buddy's project. So I'm just going to pull up a little project that I was working on. This one's called Living in a World of Lies. And so this is going to load up. Oh, it wants to map my ports. Let's map those babies, shall we? We are going to go to our Steinberg input. We're going to always map there, and okay. So here we are. This is the DAW. So basically this is where all your music is happening and all of your controls. You can see as we're talking, these are dancing. So, yeah, it's very cool. So the other connections are this. You've got a microphone input. Oops. Plug that in properly. That is connected to the microphone. And you've got a balance or a level here. This one here is a guitar. And there's also control for it. There's also a boost here, so you can overdrive the snot out of it. It's really fun. There is a headset port right here and a headset control, and basically I've taken that output and gone to a 4-channel headset bank because the output on this is pretty low and I like it really loud, and so now I've got separate volume controls for the headset. So you can switch between a headset mode and a monitor mode. There's my monitor. That's one of them, my left monitor and my right monitor. They are Edifiers MR4. They're a nice little speaker. It's really all I need for this size of room. I really think I probably should have had 8-inch speakers, except these are actually really nice. I'm loving them. There's a neat little button here. Right now we're set up in flat, so there's no treatment to the voices at all. It's trying to maintain a nice flat and neutral response so that you can define that within your program. But there's a little button here that when we press it, now it turns green, and now it's embellished. It's got the personality of an amplifier, and you know, the lows are a little lower and the highs are a little higher, and so I kind of like it. It's a polypropylene speaker, and they're actually really nice. But anyway, they plug directly into this unit right here and are controlled right here, so I can turn the volume of those up and down. Now, in addition to that, when the DAW is running, I can control it through my volume control here as well. Anyway, so my buddy asking me to do some recording actually tumbled me into this wild world here, and now I'm immersed in it, and I decided that's it, I'm making an album. And so I'm going to record my own album. After all these years and years of playing guitar, I've decided to make a contribution. Other than cover songs and all the rest, I think it's time to let the creativity flow. Here I am, 61. I should have done it when I was 16, but that's okay. I feel like a kid again. A kid-year-old. Oh my God. So last night I just sat down and I decided I'm going to write a song. Didn't know what I was doing, but I just started off with a nice, just basic background. So I'm just going to shut everything down here, my audios. I'm going to leave the drums on. First thing you got to do is grab some drums from somewhere. They're usually pretty cheesy. And so I've got my cheesy drums here, and this is my volume control for it. I'm not going to record those. And I have my guitar, and that's right here. So we're just going to play this. Let's see if we got any life. Okay, we don't have any life, so I have to turn up my volumes. No. Oh, I'm not set on DAW. There we are. Yeah, so I grabbed my guitar and I just, started working a pattern. So there's effects on that, but it's actually recorded raw. I can turn those effects off. I didn't really have a clue what I was doing. I was just, trying to strum patterns. It's pretty basic. Yeah, so then after laying down, my guitar and my drums, I just sit and listen to that for a little while and see what happens and see what patterns emerge and, and how it makes you feel. All right, so hang on a second. Let me make this thing go away. Oh, we're going to hit stop here. Let's back up, get to the beginning again. So then the next thing to do is to add some music, some vocals, I should say. And so let's start this puppy up here. And
I never find the TV remote when the news comes on.
So there we are.
Talking heads.
So that's me right there singing.
Bringing you the daily news. What's a world if you ain't got views? How can we divide if we ain't got news?
So yeah, I sort of sounded kind of all alone there. So I decided I would throw on maybe some background here. Oh, there we are. Let's see here.
Talking heads and liars in suits, bringing you the daily news. What's a world if you ain't got views?
Yeah, that's vocal 2. That's it right there.
If we ain't got news.
So you have the ability to work on each section. You can bring it up, bring it down. I mean, I'm going to leave that to the pros and the masters. You know, it's a lot of fiddly work. For me, I just want to write a song. But anyway, let's get back over here, because that empty hole, it reminded me of something. And so
why oh why can I never find
I added this here.
When the news comes on.
There it is.
World of lies.
Let's pick that up, yeah.
Talking heads and liars in suits, bringing you the daily news. Living in the world of lies. Living in the world of lies.
So I want to show you something. So I'm live recording, and so it's very messy. So you can see down here, here's living in the world of lies, and all of this background stuff. So that's ambient studio noise, and that's the sort of stuff that sort of mucks up your recordings and whatnot, gives you a loss of control. So, you know, there's a couple things you can do about it. Well, 3 things. You're going to leave it. Some people like the live feel. That's cool. You can go through and manually strip it all out so then it's silent. That's what we used to do. But you can also employ some better recording techniques and use a better mic. And so what I've done is to build myself kind of a little room, a dead room here. So just a second here, let me close it up. You can't really see very well, but we're in a tent. And it's dead and it's quiet in here. Well, moderately so anyway. So the idea is, if I was to record in there using headphones rather than recording live like I do, then I can achieve a much better recording. And so my producer has said that I have to fix this. So I'm fixing it.
Why oh why can I never find the TV remote when the news comes on? Living in the world of lies. Living in the world of lies. Talking heads and liars in suits, bringing you the daily news. Living in the world of lies. Living in the world of lies. What's a world if you ain't got views? How can we divide if we ain't got news? Living in the world of lies. Living in the world of lies. Why oh why does the internet lie? We gobble it up like apple pie. Living in a world of lies. Living in a world of lies. It smells so good, it must be true. Tailored design for me and you. Living in a world of lies. Living in a world of lies. And experts here and experts there know the color of my underwear. Living in a world of lies. Living in a world of lies. And the weather person on the TV news, bringing you the weather views. Living in a world of lies. Living in a world of lies. Every type of weather has its own event. Fear of the near is a sacrament. Living in a world of lies. Living in a world of lies. And I can't go to heaven 'cause a storm is brewing and it's expected to arrive a week next Tuesday. Living in a world of lies. Living in a world of lies.
Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this brief visit to my studio, and stay tuned for more. I'm going to create an album. I'm going to call it Trading in Futures. So I had this dream to make this album, so I'm just going to go full steam ahead and do it. And I just wanted to share it with you, and I also wanted to tell you that we are amazingly creative. We can do anything that we want.